Hi, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. I'm a la-boo-boo. La-boo-boo. Hi, guys. Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, everybody. How's it going? Hello, Shrub Crossing. Maddie. Baby Tortuga. Marble Sky. Toasty. Hello, Alan. Chris. Thank you for the 63 months. I saw you there yesterday, but I was too scared to say hi. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. You could have come over. I would have given you a big ol' hug. Hi, Anne. I was just attacked by the most homosexual energy emanating from this man. Me? Me? Anne pinched Gaga during Vanish Into You. I saw that. I heard her go, yow! It was crazy. Glad that happened to you, but upset it didn't happen to me. I'm happy. I don't care that Venus happened to you. It should have happened to me. I saw that on Twitter today, and I was just like, it happened to me. Ha ha. Hello, Light. Hello, Old Amber. I can't tell if I just haven't been here in too long or if your voice is hoarse. Oh, it's a little hoarse today. I'm actually shocked it's not more fucked up because I was screaming, as you will see in some of the videos that I have. But yeah, it does. When I yawn, I do cough because my throat is scratchy today. But yeah, it is a little bit hoarse. Not too bad though. I thought I was gonna be like this. Honestly, when I have a scratchy voice, I sound like a completely different person. Like, if you go back to some of my really old VODs, I think the Ace Attorney VODs, I might have lost my voice. And then there were some streams after I had laryngitis a few years ago and COVID, when I got COVID the first time. But I don't know if those VODs are up. I don't remember. But I sound crazy different. My dogs are going to be barking a lot. People are all coming home from work around this time, so. I just did a fucking Mel Blanc ass fucking scream at my dog. That must have looked crazy on mute. How long have you repped Bloods? That's crazy to ask me. That is a crazy thing to ask me. I'm not answering that question, girl. Anyway, hello, Kebra. Hello, Maddie B. Bye, Marble Sky. Hello, Jargon. Thank you for the 320 stream streak. I keep forgetting. I keep seeing your texts, and then I'm like, this is something I need to be more awake to respond to. And then I fall back asleep, and then I don't remember until the next time I stream that you texted me. I will text you back. I promise. I'm not ignoring you on purpose. I'll text you back. I will. Because we also don't know entirely what our plans are for Worlds. I don't know if Dallas doesn't have a pass, so I don't even know if he's gonna go. If I'm gonna ride with somebody else, I have no idea. So, but I'll let you know. I promise. Orange Shy Guy, Shrub Crossing, Puppy Surprise. Hello Anne. Hello Huntober. Hello Alan. Hello. Justice for Rivet. Hi Rivet. So sorry I missed your text. You are in my phone as Jargon. I think I saw y'all on TikTok live from the pic you sent, but the people are literally 4 pixels. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if it was us, because we were really close to the stage. So I imagine the back of our heads are probably going to be in a lot of people's stuff. I saw myself on the screens a few times, and I could barely tell. There was a shot, they would like show her singing to the audience from behind her or like whatever, and I was like, I think that's our section. So I would start doing like, crazy ass shit with my arms because they gave us these glowing wristbands that would be like all synchronized. So that way you didn't have to like lift up your phone light during like shallow and shit like that. It was cool. And it's still going. But I would start like doing crazy shit with my arms, and then I would see the 2-second delay going on the screen. I was like, oh my god, that's my arm. But it was so dim that I couldn't really see my face, but it was me. But yeah, it was cool. I brought a disposable camera with me because I wanted to take like pictures. I hate how my iPhone takes photos typically. So I wanted to bring my disposable. I wanted to bring my like nice Canon camera, but I was nervous that they would confiscate it, and our parking spot was like a 15-minute walk from the venue, which was so nice when we were leaving. We didn't get stuck in any traffic. Trish, also just a heads up, just a prerequisite. She's not watching, but thank you so much to Trisha Paytas, my lovely, lovely employer, who treated me to these tickets because originally I had no tickets and I could not afford them on resale. And she came through and got me tickets for my birthday. And it was a crazy lead up, which I will share the details of. But she essentially got 4 tickets throughout this whole process. And also got us a parking pass for this lot that was like 10 minutes from the venue, which was so nice for leaving because we weren't stuck in traffic. We were walking through the parking lot to like walk to our parking spot that was like near some pharmacy or something. It was like officially Gaga related. Like they had golf carts that would drive you to and from, but they were $5 each. So we were just like, we'll just walk, whatever. Like, who cares? It's part of the experience. But yeah, we got parking passes as well, which was really nice. And we were in no traffic leaving the venue. It was so nice because I imagine we would have been stuck we probably would have spent another hour just trying to leave the parking lot if we weren't where we were. So, but yeah, Trish is the best, and like everyone knows that. But it was just really cool and sweet of her to do that for me and get me to this show. I had never seen Gaga before. And what a first one to go to. Wow. It was really such a special evening. So I'm going to send her another like thank you text. I sent her one before the show even started because I was just like, the show hasn't even started and my life has changed. But yeah, I want to send her a nice one with some heartfelt words. But yeah, I had a really, really great time. But anyway, so yeah, I brought this disposable because I was like, well, it's like, if they tell me no cameras at all, I'll just, I can throw it away. But I didn't want them to be like, you can't bring, this is too nice of a camera to bring in. It's this one. Because I feel like nowadays, since every phone has a camera, they don't care anymore about people filming at concerts. They're just like, don't bring anything too professional because that's when it like starts to interfere with like them most likely releasing a movie version of the show. Because wow, the live cinematography that they were doing, it was amazing. Like, shout out to just everyone involved. The crew, the dancers, the band, Gaga, obviously. It was like every aspect of this show was masterful. It was really amazing. Hello, Gamma. Yeah, big shout out to any AI viewers, anyone who is artificial watching in the audience. This one's for you. But yeah, so I didn't want to bring this because I was like, well, we're going to have to walk all the way back to the car to bring it in if they tell me no. So just to be safe, I don't want to. Plus, this is such a vibe. And I used to be really into film photography, especially Polaroids back pre-COVID. Wow. Who's number one now? Thank you, Hannah, for the 77-month on tier 3. Thank you. But yeah, so I was like, you know what? If you go through my Instagram, I was like big into film photography, big into Polaroid instant film specifically. From 2017 to 2019, I was so into it. I was like really trying to like learn photography as like a hobby. And I got pretty good. I never learned how to use an actual film camera. That was something I was planning on doing. I bought a really cool film camera. I want to say it's like a Canon A7 or something like that. I don't have it in ease of access right now, otherwise I would show it. But yeah, I bought an old camera kit on eBay in like right before COVID, and it came with like 3 lenses, a flash bulb. It like came with everything you would need to be like a film photographer that like would normally, and it was like old. It was like from like I think the 70s, I want to say. It was, or maybe a little bit more recent than that. But I like watched reviews of this camera, and like I had a bunch of tutorials bookmarked to learn how to use it, and I was gonna go to New York City like once a week and take photos and stuff like that. And I got all this stuff. I was so excited to learn, and then COVID hit, and I couldn't go anywhere to take pictures, so I just didn't do it. And it kind of made me stop using my disposables as well, because I just had nowhere to go. And also, I got really tired of going to Walgreens to get my photos developed, because they don't give you your negatives back, and they would often lose my cameras. I lost an entire camera. I gave them 4 cameras. I only got 3 back, so that really bothered me too. 3 photos back. They don't give you the camera back. But yeah, they stopped giving you back your negatives in like the mid 2010s. So, but yeah, I have cameras that are full of photos from like my trip to Italy in 2019 that I still haven't had developed, because I want those negatives, because I've learned that, wow, it's actually really important to have your negatives if you want to reprint photos ever. They do give you, when you go to Walgreens, they do give you a CD with all of your photos digitally scanned on it, which is nice, but it's not the same. Not the same as the negatives. It's nice to have those. So, yeah, I was like, oh, well, I'll just go to like a B&H in the city or something like that, but I never ended up doing it, and then COVID happened. But I'm sure I think there's a camera place literally around the corner from our apartment that I'm going to look into and go to. They'll probably give me my negatives back. But yeah, I filled this whole camera with pictures last night. I'm so excited to see how they turned out. And, you know, if they turn out like shit, whatever, I don't care. The more important thing was that I was in the moment, you know? But it was nice because, like, I didn't have to worry about zooming. Like, I would just, like, hold it up, take it. And it's like, okay, put it back in my pocket. Like, I don't have to think about it. So that was actually really fun. And yeah, the vibes, I think it's going to look fucking sick because we were right near the fog machine. I think it's going to look fucking cool. I used Flash sometimes because I was like, well, I don't know if you're going to need Flash or not. So I don't know. Did you put your fucking hands up? Bro, my fucking arms were getting so tired. I'm sure that I'm in some people's videos going like this, holding my arm up, because this was the one I had my glowy wristband on. So I'm like holding my arm like I'm a kid in school. Like I'm waiting for the teacher to turn around because I know the answer to the question. Bitch, I put my hand. She literally said, "Put your fucking hands up," like 800 times. I loved it. It was so amazing. She like cried a few times. She got very teary-eyed multiple times during the show. Our crowd was great. I will say, our section, I was kind of surprised. So, let me show where our seats were. I have a bunch of photos. Let's do this. Let's do a little show and tell here, because I have a bunch of photos from the show. Okay, here we go. I tried to use Google Drive and it wasn't working, so shout out Dropbox. They were just not uploading to Google Drive. Where's my Chrome? Here we go. Okay. No, Dallas had to pee so bad because we both got drinks, because I was like, I don't want to have to pee during this, but I got a drink anyway. And I peed right before she came on, and then I peed after the show. But Dallas had 2 drinks, so he really had to pee, and he told me that, and I was just like, okay. Well, I know the entire like lineup of the show pretty much. Like, I can tell when's a good time to go, because I watched the Coachella show. So I was like, okay, I'll wait till I know a song that he doesn't really care to watch as much. Plus, the bathrooms where we were literally so close that, like, he could hear the whole thing. And he was back within, like, 2 minutes, because he just had to pee. And he doesn't wash his hands. Just kidding. He did. But he... when Million Reasons came on, I was like, okay, she's gonna do Million Reasons and Shallow, so you can go now. Because he was like, these ones I can miss personally, but he actually came back. He only missed Million Reasons. He came back right when Shallow was about to start, so he only missed half of Million Reasons. But yeah, so obviously here's the venue, the Kia Forum. It was actually really, I think it has like 40 something thousand seats, but it felt so intimate. Like maybe it's because I have glasses now, but like I could see people. I could like make out a lot of people's faces that were like really high up, because it was a lot of seats, but it was like, I feel like even if you were in like the way back, because it's like, it's not like this, it's like this. You're like technically far back, but because the seats are so steep, you can actually get a really good view from the farther back seats. I saw Hozier there, and I'm a little shocked Gaga isn't in Sophie Stadium. So I think the reason why Mayhem is an arena tour, one, is because Chromatica Ball, they had to completely cancel a show because of rain. I don't know if Sophie's a indoor stadium or not. I don't know. I've never been there. I assume not. But I also think she originally said that the plan was not even to tour this year, but the response to was it Coco Cabana? Was that the show that caused it? It was one of the first shows that she did. Maybe it was the one in the Philippines or something. I think she was in the Philippines. I don't remember where she went, but it was one of those shows that she was like, oh shit, we need to tour this. Like, holy fuck. Coachella was the first. Okay, I wasn't sure. No, actually, I don't know, because they didn't announce LA until right after Coachella because of exclusivity. I remember waiting because I was sad that I didn't get tickets to New York. I don't fucking know, dude. I have no idea. But one of the shows she did was so insane that they were probably like, oh shit, like this is like a new peak of her career. Like the bitch is like back in the zeitgeist. She never left for all of us, but like for the fucking average American who doesn't fucking pay attention to pure artistry, like I think they were like, oh shit, yeah. Like, this is actually a way bigger success than we were expecting for this album. We need to tour this. So, yeah, all the stadiums were booked, basically. But I've seen a lot of people speculate, based on some words she's saying, that she might end up doing some stadium shows next year. Because, like, she's doing her 4th night in LA tonight. That's fucking crazy to do 4 nights in one city, but it's because the venue's so small, she's doing more nights. So I think she's and every night is sold out. The whole tour is fucking sold out. So I have a feeling that she will probably do a couple more dates next year. Her saying she made a lot of music for this album, please. She did say that last night, I think. Maybe I heard it on Twitter last night. I just remember that being said literally last night. Were you watching the TikTok live last night? Is that what you were saying? Because she mentioned she did say it last night? Okay. Because when we came home, I put on a bunch of videos of her. Because I was just like still on such a high that even my medication that usually makes me fall asleep in 5 minutes wasn't working. Dude, the closest thing to the venue was Burger King last night. I had not had Burger King in like 2 fucking years, I feel like. Burger King, they got our orders wrong, but it doesn't even matter. A burger has never hit quite like... I was so fucking thirsty because I didn't let myself drink anything before the show, really, except for my rum and Coke. And during the show, because I didn't want to have to pee. So when I got out of the venue, my mouth and my throat is just on fire from screaming and singing and stuff. I was so dehydrated. So I got a large, and like Burger King's a large is fucking huge. I got 2 burgers. It was, oh my God, it was the best fucking burger I've ever had. Nobody craves a Whopper, let's be real. Not true. I mean, I don't get a Whopper when I go. I get the smaller cheeseburgers just because, I don't know. My brain is like, I'm not hungry enough for a Whopper, but I can eat 2 cheeseburgers that are like Dave's single sized. But I do crave Burger King relatively often. But Dallas is always like, ew. And then he had it last night and he was like, that was an amazing burger. But yeah, we just don't get Burger King like really ever. Like I really don't remember the last time I had it, honestly. Plus, also, their buns have sesame seeds on them. And Dallas can't have seeds. But he was like, fuck it, I'll just have it. But yeah, we just needed food, and the closest thing was Burger King last night that was still open. There was a Sizzler right across from the venue, and I was like, first of all, the fact that Sizzler's still in business out here is crazy. I had not thought about Sizzler since there was one in the Cross County Mall when I was like 3. And all I know about Sizzler is like, I guess they have broccoli like in a lot of their stuff there. All I remember from Sizzler is hating it because of how much broccoli was in it, and I was a very anti-broccoli child. Now I am anything with broccoli is my favorite thing. I'm a broccoli fiend as an adult, but as a child, as a toddler, I was very anti-broccoli. But yeah, I had not thought about Sizzler in so long. But that was probably swarmed by gay ass people. You should have taken that big poster. I really should have. Yeah, I don't know if the forum is usually red or if they did it red for Gaga. I feel like it's probably usually red. But it was fucking cool. It was a really cool venue. So yeah, this is the outside. Some more pictures. Dallas has some pictures on his phone. Here's my little boo-boo. Dressed accordingly. My outfit last night, I have these. I went to Old Navy and I bought these beige tan jeans, and I dyed them red, and they came out amazing. And then I cut them into shorts, obviously. So I wore these. And then I wore my white belt and my Chromatica cutoff tee. And then bought these. I'll show what I bought. Dallas has a shirt. He's wearing it right now. So I bought each of us a bandana. This is Dallas's. This is mine. I got this shirt that I'm wearing right now, which has a bunch of tour dates on the back. And it's like spray paint. It's very cool. It's really soft. The merch was very expensive, but I decided to splurge because it just felt like a fun thing to do. And again, the tickets were gifted to me, so. And then I got this shirt, which I think is like a slight cropped length, which is cool. It's like a gray one. I've seen people frame the bag. Yeah, the art on the bag is really cool. Mine's a little crumpled, but I'm gonna maybe put it in like a keepsake box. And then I got these bandanas. I got Dallas a hat and a shirt as well. He's wearing them right now, though. If he comes in, he'll show them. If he comes in later or something. But yeah, this shirt especially is like so comfortable. I want to wait till it washes first before I decide if I want to cut the sleeves off, because I really like that it's like a slight drop sleeve, and I think sleeveless would look kind of fierce. But I also like it being a t-shirt. I have so many shirts that I cut the sleeves off. It's nice to have some with the sleeves on, you know. But yeah, I really liked this shirt. It looked more green in the merch booth for some reason. I thought it was like a desaturated army green, which I would have liked anyway, but I'm actually really glad it's this like gray color instead, because this is more of a color that I wear often. So, but yeah, the lady was really nice. Oh, they cut the tags off. Interesting. There was a tag here that's been cut. I would have done that anyway. The lady was... Dallas thought she was mean. I thought she was completely fine. But I was like, can you actually get me a shirt that doesn't have like a huge string hanging off? And she's like, yeah, sure. She went back and got me a different one. But it was actually really cool. So we had floor seats, which was fucking insane. Again, shout out to Trish for being so cool and getting me and Dallas the tickets. Sorry, I'm turning my music down a little bit. I remember she was asking me what seats I wanted. And she was like, and I was just like, like whatever's the cheapest. I just want to be there. Like literally just keep it, whatever. I don't have a choice or anything. And then she was just like, okay, I got you these. And they were literally like floor seats. Originally, she got me ones that were further back, but like right up next to the runway, which they walk down a lot. And there's like a platform at the end where Gaga will play piano for certain songs. So I was like right up on it. It was pretty crazy. So those were going to be my seats for weeks, like 2.5, 3 months, basically. She got me the tickets early May as a birthday gift. So those were my seats. 5 days before the show, I'm like, I should really be getting my tickets now. Also, shout out SeatGeek for being like how she got the tickets. Used her code Trish2025 for 10% off. I'm not sponsored, but the show is. It's a great code to use. Trish2025. You don't have to be a new customer even to use it. If you use SeatGeek before, you can use that code and still get 10% off tickets. But anyway, so she got me those tickets, and so it's like the week of the show now, right? And I'm like, I should really probably have gotten those tickets by now, right? Like, right? And I got an email from the ticket site. It wasn't SeatGeek. It was like SeatGeek like hosts, I think, other sites. I don't remember. It was through StubHub, I think, but like bought through SeatGeek with the discount code. I don't know. But anyway, so the tickets were supposed to be transferred to me. I was able to get my parking pass like weeks ago, but my Gaga, like my tickets still hadn't gone through. So I was just like, huh. And then I saw I had an email. I was about to open my email on stream. That's stupid. I got an email that was like, your tickets are ready. And then and I was asleep. And then an hour later, the seller has canceled the transfer of your tickets. We'll let you know what happens. And I was like, what the fuck? So weird. So I contacted support. I was like, what's the deal? Like, can you ask them to resend? And they were like, the chat was the sales associate that I was speaking to, which I don't believe was a real human, but they said that their name was like, I don't know, a real name, like Anthony or some shit. I ended up talking to like 5 different people. One of them spelled their own name wrong, which again made me think they were AI, but they were like, oh yeah, we're in contact with the seller, and they said that the website was giving them an error. So they're going to keep trying again tomorrow. 5 days go by. I still don't have the tickets. It's Thursday. The show was yesterday, Friday. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I think this person's trying to scam. And that was really fucking shitty. So I'm like in contact with the support team, and they're like, there's nothing we can really do until an hour before the show where we can replace them with equal or better tickets or refund you in full. And I was just like, well, that's kind of stressful. I don't want to be waiting there. Like, I had good ass seats. Like, I don't want to put my fate in the hands of them. I'd rather like just have them canceled now and like we try something else, while there's still a lot of seats available. So I debated on even telling Trish about it, because I didn't want to freak her out, because she obviously is preoccupied being now a mother of 3. So, but I texted her anyway. I was just like, what do you think we should do? So she was just like, let's just get new tickets and we'll get a refund on the old ones. And it honestly all worked out, because I got even better seats for a fourth of the price the morning of, because it was Friday morning of the concert. I still hadn't got my tickets. So we got new ones for a fourth of the price that were even closer to the main stage, which was fucking awesome. And we're getting a refund on the old tickets because they literally mid-show, I checked my email, they never got delivered. So I would have been fucked. And I never even got a message from StubHub or whatever saying that they were going to make it right, which is crazy too. So once again, shout out SeatGeek for having an amazing selection of affordable tickets, because the ones on SeatGeek came directly, literally like directly came, yeah, like within 2 minutes of Trish buying the tickets, I had them. I had the new tickets, so it all really worked out. And yeah, so shout out SeatGeek for being a great platform. I'm not sponsored. The podcast is. But my opinion is, is what it is. But yeah, and then, shout out Trish for being willing to buy more tickets before getting the refund for the old ones for me. It just was really sweet. And I had the time of my fucking life. So I will show now how close I was to the stage coming up. So this is when we first got into the floor. I'll make the thing wider because I didn't realize I had some widescreen photos. So this is before we even got into our seats. Like we got into the floor. It was really cool because there was a merch booth outside that was the line was crazy long. And then we went into the floor section. There was another merch booth, 2 different bars, and like a food stall. I didn't get any food. I was like, I don't need food. I don't need a $20 shitty pizza. It did look good, but it was $20. I was like, no food is worth $20 from a concert. I almost got a hot dog. Yeah, my Chromatica representation. Chromatica, so she knows you're not a die with a smile new fan. I know. I was actually gonna wear some of. I had this MAYHEM shirt. Is it in here? I don't know if it's in here. Is this it? No. Hold on. I'll just find it on TikTok. Hold on, because I can even link it if you want it. It was an independent artist on TikTok, and they were really nice. They messaged me after I bought it. They were like, "We're so excited for you to have this. Like, let us know if we can do anything. If you need any updates on shipping and stuff." Oh my god, it got taken down. Oh my god, I'm really glad I got it then. Hold on, I want to go get it because it's a really cool shirt. It might be in the living room. Oh my god, it does look like Chapel. So it's this. I was gonna wear this. The artist is Monoceros with a Z. MONOCEROZ, if you'd like to look them up. But yeah, it's gone off of TikTok, so they must have got copyright striked or something. But I bought it really quickly. And it's an amazing fucking shirt. And it fits really nice too. I really like this comfort colors. It's 100% cotton, which is really nice because I sweat a lot. It's very breathable. But yeah, Mamano World usually uses this brand of shirt as well. I really like how they fit. They hug my tits nicely. So I was going to wear that, but I decided to go sleeveless because I knew I'd be sweating a lot. And I was like, you know what? Let me rep some Chromatica. Maybe I'll manifest her doing Replay. That's never going to happen. The fact that she's even been doing art pop songs is the craziest shit in the world. So, But yeah, so this is when we first got into the floor. But it was really nice because there was a merch booth in the floor section. The line for drinks, there was no line. The merch booth, there was like 2 people in front of me. So it was such like a smooth sailing experience. And it was cool. I got some cool pictures of people in different cosplays, but they're on my disposable. So when I get those photos delivered, I'll be sure to share them. I would like to go to the photo place tomorrow or Monday because I want to get those photos back as soon as possible. So this is how close we were to the stage. We were not quite barricade. We were 1 row behind barricade, which I actually really preferred because I was watching the people who did have barricade have to go like this the entire show. Even when Gaga was right fucking here. It was kind of like if you were front row at the movies. I was at the perfect spot where even when she was all the way back at like the curtain back here, I could see her full body. If I was in the front row, I would have had to be like on my tippy toes to see. So truly had the perfect seats. Perfect fucking seats. Here's me in Dallas. We look so fucking good. I don't know what was in the air that night, but I felt so sexy and cute in every single photo I took. And I normally fucking hate how I look on an iPhone. We looked so good. Again, this is how close we were. I tried to submit my own voices of mayhem. But mine never got picked. Mine was just shout out Trisha Paytas. But I took some pictures of some funny ones. I just took a dump. I'm ready to dance. These turkeys make me want to Vogue. Oh, I guess I accidentally took a pocket picture. Here we go. Here's another one. I'm a Labubu. Labubu. I saw so many Labubu just in my own section. There was one person that put up scream if you have a Labubu, and the chat, oh my God, I gotta kill myself. The crowd screamed, and it wasn't even that full yet. Like, this is like an hour before showtime, and people are still like getting in line, going through back check. It filled up by the time the show started. Don't be twisted by my upcoming video. People were screaming. Kathy came out and be her true gay self. Kathy, come out and be her true gay. Okay. I'm a star. I'm a star. The chat started tapping the screen as fuck. Yeah. Let's see. What else is there? Susu from The Sims. Tiny object. What do I have nearby? I did get some wacky marts yesterday, but they're not in here. Ooh, I'll show you. I got this Tom and Jerry Pop Mart. I kind of want to turn it into a Christmas ornament. It looks like it would be a great ornament. So yeah, I took a picture of this one. Let's see, what else do we got? I don't think Katy Perry has ever kissed a girl. This one was wild, because I'm pretty sure that there's a moderator that like approves them, which is crazy. But yeah, there was that one. You ain't gotta reinvent the wheel. You ain't gotta reinvent the wheel. Like, this being a fucking my brain knowing that this is a Drag Race quote is crazy, actually. Like, this is so fucking stupid. What is this one? Let's go monsters. Everybody better be jumping. That poor kid. That makes me want to cry thinking about that kid. Oh, that. Yeah, so eventually she started writing shit down for like probably a half an hour. And eventually she got up. And that's when the show was going to start. And I'm like, bitch, she's meeting the word count. Dallas and I were like, she's finishing the lyrics. She's writing down art pop lyrics on her hand so she don't forget them. So yeah, here I am. The crowd's starting to fill up. I meant to take a video, I believe. I do have a video. Here's my little boo-boo inside. Here's her writing again. Here's me in Dallas after the show. Best I've ever looked in a photo. Here's a video. This is when we first got in. Hold on. Sorry, it's loud as fuck. Let me just turn down the whole site. So yeah, this is like an hour and a half before showtime. Me showing the stage. Do you think Lady Gaga knows what a labubu is? Yes. Give me 25 bits and I'll prove it to you. So now this is me showing from our seats the whole venue. Thank you, Hannah. I'm a Labubu. Labubu. There were so many Labubus. When she came around for Vanish Into You, so many people were holding up their Labubus. The gay people behind us were going off, but there were a couple, like, heterosexual people next to us and ahead of us that were not putting their motherfucking hands up. And I was like, why did you get front row tickets to this show if you're not going to be screaming for me, baby? Like, it was very strange to me. But thankfully, the gays that were in the row behind us, and there were some gays in the show ahead of us, in the row ahead of us that were going off. There was one that kept, like, I wonder if you're going to end up seeing him on TikTok, because he kept, like, having his boyfriend take pictures of him. Like, he would stand with his back to the stage and being like, take it to the Garden of Eden, and filming, like, the dancers behind him. And I was just like, bitch, turn around. I did offer to take a photo of them, though, at one point, because they were trying to take a selfie together. So I was like, and they were like, and they gave me their phone. I should have just put my whole thing in my mouth. But I was like, bitch, leave it to gay people to somehow make a Gaga show about themselves. But they were cute together. There were some good ass fucking outfits there. But yeah, literally, here's our spots, like right up on it. And then here we go. This is what I was able to see. Honestly, my eyes were better than my camera, but like, literally, like, this is how fucking close I was. That, like, ugh. You're gonna hear me completely. I think that I'm a solid 5 to 6 out of 10 in terms of singing ability. Like, I've got enough that I'm like, if I actually took singing lessons, I could actually be kind of fierce. Not in this moment, not in this house. I'm projecting so I can hear myself. And I tried to be very conscious of, if I could tell the people, where was your fan to clack? I almost bought one, but they were pretty expensive, and I already spent so much money on other merch that I was just like, I want one less thing in my hand. I'm already gonna have my, like, hand in the air. I have my camera in the other. Like, I didn't want to have too many things being carried around. So, but there were a lot of fans. And Anyway, so trigger warning. I'm just like fully just screaming. I'm so pitchy. I don't even care. I couldn't help myself. But I did make sure that if like somebody around me was taking a video, I would not sing, because I would be drowning Gaga out in all of their videos, which I am of the mindset of, bitch, you're at a fucking concert. Like, I see people on TikTok all the time complain, I didn't come to this concert to hear the people around me sing. Tell me you don't actually go to concerts without telling me that, because I knew there were people around me singing. I could see their mouths moving. I couldn't hear what they were saying. You can only hear people singing. You could only hear people singing if you're taking a video on your phone. And if you're that upset about your videos being messed up because you can't post them on Instagram and shit, get over it. That's not a reason to go to a concert. Sorry, it's not. It's not. Like, I hate that take. I'm going to a concert, I'm singing along. If the bitch next to me is singing along, I'm having a good time. I feel camaraderie in that. It's so annoying to me. I hate that take. And it's only a take that has started to show up, I feel, in the last few years, because people are so interested in taking Instagram stories and Snapchat stories and TikToks of the concert that they're going to. That's what the experience is for them, not being there. I'm all for taking video. I took plenty of video, but I only take like 6 or 7 seconds. I put my phone back down for like each song, every other song, songs that mean a lot to me. I'll take a few clips like at the very beginning when she starts, and then I put the phone down for the rest of the song. I try to be a very present concert goer, because at that point, like, what the fuck is the point if I'm going to be fiddling with my phone the whole time, you know? So no one even watches concerts in Insta story. That part, no one ever actually fucking watches them. Everyone always puts them in there, myself included. No one watches them. I'm tapping right through. Unless it's Trish. I did watch every clip Trish ever put on her story because she's an icon. But videos I take are for me to watch when my memory fades away. Exactly. Plus, I'm also like, this shit is going to be on HBO Max in a year and a half. Filmed better than you could ever imagine. Yeah, if somebody posts like 2 or 3 clips from a concert that they went to, like, that's cute. I will watch them. But if their fucking Instagram story, the bars at the top are in Morse code, I'm just clicking the X. I'm not watching it. A stadium concert is not a movie, not a theater show. It's different. The etiquette is different. Exactly. So sorry to all the people. I did try to keep in mind people filming around me, and I would just start lip syncing. But the minute they stopped recording, I fucking started screaming again. Not screaming, singing. I'm making fun of myself. The only song I really screamed was the beginning of Applause, and then I stopped myself as soon as I stopped recording. But this was fucking sick, dude. But yeah, trigger warning, my pitchy ass singing. Did you know about Applause before? So I knew that she did. I knew she was doing art pop songs, but I heard that I thought they were all different each time. I didn't know that only the last one was different, so I freaked out when she did Applause, because I didn't know it was going to be Applause. I knew that they were art pop songs. I knew about Aura. I only knew about Aura. And I thought that Aura was the only, like, main one. But no, the only one that changes is the one at the very end. And honestly, it kind of was just playing. She did say Venus like once or twice, but it was mostly her just bowing and then playing the song. And I was just like, she don't know the words. She doesn't remember Art Pop, and she meant it. She just barely remembers Art Pop. And I don't blame her, you know? I love that album so much, but she's got so many fucking songs. She hasn't performed some of these in over a decade. Like, what? Who fucking cares? I'm just happy to be there. Yeah, so Venus was the song at the end, and that was really cool to experience. The crowd went fucking nuts. But yeah, so I lost my mind at Applause because I didn't know that like Applause was in every show. I thought that was going to be that was one of the ones I wanted the most. I wanted GUI, Applause, Art Pop, and Venus. Those were the 4 I wanted to hear the most. I knew Aura was going to be there, so that would have been my number 1, I think. And I would have loved Gypsy as well. I saw a lot of people speculating this might be the night we get Gypsy, but Applause was like probably one of the best ones that she did. It was so fucking seamless, and like it was one of my favorite ones in the show. It was really cool. There was one part I wasn't recording because I was like, I don't need to record this whole thing. I'm sure I will find someone on TikTok who did. She does like a little speech at the end of the show right before she does Vanish Into You, I believe. She's at the piano and she just like really connects with the audience, and it was really cool. And she was just like, let's take a moment to be calm after I just been yelling expletives at you for 2.5 hours. And it was, and like, she really was. She was like, put your fucking hands up. Like, every song, she would say it like 3 times. It was so good. I was like, she's my self-aware queen. That made me laugh. Like, she's just so fucking cool. And she's so cool because she's so earnest. In a world where like being authentic and earnest is deemed cringe, like I love someone who's willing to just be sappy and honest and earnest. And I love her. I just fucking love her so much. And I had never seen her before. So like I was kind of like, I wonder if Dallas has any clips of it, because he was taking more video than I was, which was very sweet because he had a great time too. He's obviously not as into Gaga as I am, but he still had an amazing time. I am on too much Lexapro and have had too much shit in my life. I don't really cry. I kind of can't. Like, physically, I just can't do it. Like, I feel like the rush. Anyone who's ever been on an SSRI knows what I'm talking about. You feel like the rush to your eyes, and you know that if you were not medicated, you would be crying, but it is just physically not happening. It's like you're getting blue balls by your tear ducts. It's a very weird sensation. So I felt multiple times that was going to happen to me, but I just didn't do it. Dallas, he fucking welled up with tears like at least 5 times during the show. And I'm kind of surprised I didn't, but, cause sometimes shit is like, I almost cried at Superman. I don't know how that got me, but, I don't know. It's very weird. It's very weird, how that happens to me, but you know, I've had a lot of trauma in my life as well. So I did cry for the last time I cried was at the night before my dad's wedding. He and I had a heart-to-heart about my mom, who, as many of you know, because I bring it up like every stream, she's dead. But yeah, and that was the first time I had cried in 3 years. So in the last 4 years, I've cried once. I just don't really cry. I am a very emotional person. I'm very in touch with my emotions, sometimes to a fault. But yeah, I just don't cry. It just doesn't happen to me very often. Real quick before we continue, I want to get my water, and I also want to go get my fan because it's a little dry in here. My bandana fell off. I don't have it tied very tight. This shit was... I sweat so much at this fucking show. Because there were a lot of pyrotechnics. Especially whenever Gaga was at the, like, main stage portion of the show. And it got hot as fuck in there. Plus, I was dancing and jumping and screaming. But, oh my god, it was really warm. I'm so glad I ended up wearing sleeveless. I almost wore fucking pants. I am so glad I made the wardrobe choices that I did. I honestly thought about taking my shirt off at one point. But, I just decided to not. But... Okay. Excuse me. The dancers are honestly almost the best part of the show. Especially when they do like the more campy numbers like Zombie Boy. The face that they're serving, they're literally like it literally they are acting like zombies. Like it's so it just adds so much to it. They're doing there were some the girl dancers. I forget what song they were doing. I might have a clip of it, but they're fully like this. It's so fucking sick, dude. It's so oh my god. Like I loved it. It was so fucking awesome. And they had a bunch of like moments where Gaga's like doing like a wardrobe change. And the dancers just get to be highlighted, and they're just fucking voguing and just doing crazy ballet, and the crowd was going off for them. Like, you could tell that, like, those dancers were getting their fucking life, and it's probably, like, the highlight of their entire career. It was so... They were amazing. This is Dallas recording me. I have not seen this clip, so I can't wait to cringe at myself. Let me make it a little louder. Sorry for the flashing lights. Yeah, just, I guess a warning, there's a lot of flashing lights in this. So, just heads up. I had forgotten about that. Ugh, the fluctuation in volume. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, see, you can see how short my clips are. Like, I'm just like, I just need to like capture what it looked like and then I put it away. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really record much at concerts. There were a lot of songs I just didn't even take my phone out. This is me putting my phone away. I think Perfect Celebrity is one of my favorite songs she's ever put out. I really do. This is probably the longest clip that I took. Imagine being at a concert and someone taller than you in front of you is recording on their iPad. Maybe it's because I was so far up and I couldn't, just a flex, couldn't see anyone behind me. But I was really surprised I didn't see many 3DSs in the crowd. There was a part of me that was like, do I partake in the now somewhat overplayed meme of recording a clip of a concert on a 3DS? No. No. This is one of my favorite songs she's ever made. It is so nostalgic to me because I'm pretty sure this is the first of her music videos I had ever seen. Obviously, I feel like everyone's first song was like Just Dance because of it being on the radio, but I remember when the paparazzi video like came out, and like that was I think my first time ever seeing one of her videos on YouTube, because I had like just started really using YouTube a lot at that point, I think. And it just like everything sticks in me. When we were walking back to our cars, I saw a girl in that like Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse looking yellow and black outfit and everything. And I just was like, I live, bitch. Like, it's no surprise, of course, but she sounds so amazing live. I know. It's literally so crazy how, like, she sounds better live sometimes. Like, she'll do different renditions. Like, when she does Disease, I kind of like her live version more than the studio version. And I love the studio version. It was, like, my #1 song on my Spotify Wrapped last year, after only being out for like a month of tracking. No, actually it was my second. I think Von Dutch was my first one. But #2 in only like 5 weeks of tracking is crazy. So don't get it twisted. I love Disease. But yeah, when she's like, screaming for me, baby, like you're gonna die. Like, I just love that live version that she does. This was fucking cool too, because like, I don't want to spoil too much for those who are going to see it, but for those who don't have tickets or have seen it already or are just going to wait for the video that they probably put out of this, the fucking shit that they do with this, like what, wedding shawl, like I don't know what this is crazy. I won't spoil what they do, but it's very beautiful. Bye. I kind of want to put the sound effects of going into the underground in Diamond and Pearl and speed it up. I truly felt when she was up here, there were 2 parts in the show. This was the only one I got on film. I truly felt she was looking directly fucking at me for a really long time. And I'll never forget that feeling. The dancers, like, obviously, they have incredible physiques. They're very attractive in the face. But, like, that isn't... They are so fucking hot. A lot of them not even being, like, my typical type. Like, I tend to not be super attracted to, like, the super fit. Like, I like a little pudge. So there were some that were, like, a little twinky. Not really my thing for attractiveness, personally. But they're so good and theatrical at what they do. It was the hottest thing I've ever seen. They were so, like, transfixing. It was so crazy. There was one point where all the men came out in corsets and tights, like white corsets. And I literally was like, I want to wear that. I want to get muscly-er and wear that to the next tour. There were, again, I have some really cool photos. There were some really, I'm sure you could see them online. There were some really amazing outfits. There was this, leave it to the gays. I saw a couple dicks because they were just wearing lace bodysuits with no underwear. I saw some dicks last night. Gotta love the gays. There was one point Dallas went up to, there was this one guy with he was like clearly on steroids, had the biggest butt ever. He was in a full skin tight lady in red, like lace suit and everything with like the face mask and everything. And Dallas was like, "You guys look amazing," and they went, "Thanks." Eye roll. Like, yeah, I know. Bitch, be appreciative. Come on now. I did not get a picture of them because I just kind of felt like their energy was not warm and welcoming. But there were some other, I have some pictures on here of some divas that had amazing looks. And I was like, "Can I take a picture?" And they were like, "Yes, of course." Hi, Mel. I honestly think that Gaga would be amazing on Just Trish, and I do think she would do it. If she ever has the time, I truly think she would fucking do it. The way I saw this guitarist, I was like, "Oh my god, it's the guy from the Perfect Celebrity performance on Howard Stern." I know that guy. He was in that Howard Stern video of her singing Perfect Celebrity acoustic that I've watched 85,000 times. I think his name is Anthony. The blood moon rises once again. Link, the blood moon rises once again. Hey, big head. She came out of this. I think. Maybe she came out from behind it. Yeah, she came out from behind it. Sorry about the flashing. Sorry. Okay. Volume warning. I lost my mind. Because again, I didn't know. I knew that there was art pop songs. I did not know that Applause was for sure going to be a part of the rotation. I did not scream like this the entire thing. I kind of got quiet because I got self-conscious. And I just like sang at a normal volume that only I could probably hear. I lost my mind. Yeah, Art Pop loves you. Art Pop loves you at the beginning. Bitch, I literally... I sound like Goofy fucking falling in a Goofy movie. Yahoo! I literally sound so cartoonish. So cartoonishly gay. If you see a video of somebody on TikTok filming this concert and you hear me, please send it to me. Because I should put this on TikTok, honestly. She might repost. Maybe she'll repost. So she reposts so much shit on TikTok, it's actually crazy. Can you tell I was excited? You sound like you're falling out of a plane. I do. Like, I literally... I don't even scream like that at Horror Nights. I don't know who that was. It was so insane. You have metal vocal cords. Honestly, it's actually crazy how not raspy it's like I have like a 10% rasp to my voice today. But I honestly don't know if it's like that sounds that different than normal. It's kind of crazy how well my voice recovered, probably because I spend all day talking on stream and shit like that. It was like a little hoarse last night. It only like tickles when I yawn, but like I feel fine today. I thought I was going to be in rough shape. I was pretty tired because I was up till like 3 when I got home. But so I slept a lot today. Also, I was kind of like, I don't want to be awake today. Today's my mom's birthday. She would have been 61 today. So, yeah, my whole family, they went to the beach today. And, you know, I'm like, I want to sleep. I'm tired. And I don't really feel like being awake. So, but I'm here. And I'm happy to talk to you guys. This one, I lose my mind as well. And I don't know why I'm acting... I was not trying to be cute for the cameras. I knew Summer Boy was coming, but I think it was my reaction of just like, I really can't believe that she is acknowledging this fucking song. I don't know if Summer Boy has a music video. I don't think it does. I know Beautiful Dirty Rich does. I don't know if Summer Boy has really anything. I really think that this song could be a single, like, now. Like, I really think she should consider, like, reviving this shit. It is one of her greatest songs ever. I fucking love Summer Boy. So anyway, I scream. My scream is not, I can't believe that she's doing this. It's more, like, I just can't believe that this song is getting acknowledged in this set of, like, her new shit and her greatest hits. Like, it just was such a gag to me. So I do scream similarly to the applause one. It fully only got put on because of the TikTok popularity, and thank God. I really think that like Gaga being on TikTok is probably like one of the best things for us as fans because she's like, I feel like she hasn't been like as in touch with her audience, which she has every right to be, by the way. Because people are terrible. But she was, like, very on Twitter back in the day. She used to be, like, the most followed person on Twitter. She's very big on Twitter when Twitter was first popping up in, like, late 2000s, early 2010s, right? And it feels like she definitely, like, for her own mental health, pulled away from social media very much. And I completely respect that. And she could do that again at any time, and I wouldn't fault her for it. But I think that I'm so happy that she is so connected on TikTok because she really just feels like... She feels on the pulse of like she has a really deep connection with her audience, probably deeper than she's had in a really long time, it seems like. And I also just love the mental image. Like after every show, she goes on a fucking repost spree and she doesn't use a team. She said multiple times, that's her commenting on all those videos. I just love the idea of her at 1:00 in the morning after her show on her phone, giggling. She's always been very online. She tried to have her own little monster social media site. I know she used to have like a forum that she would leak her music on. I have always been a fan of Lady Gaga's. I was always a little bit... First of all, I didn't really know that there was like a little monster scene on the internet for a really long time. I just wasn't aware of that. And I also like didn't let myself get too into her music until like Star is Born era where I was like out and I was like really comfortable with like that gayness. So I've always been like Gaga has always been very important to me. I've always like been a fan of her music, but being like this passionate and like connected with like other fans of hers and into the lore and everything is only something I really let myself get into like maybe 8 years ago. So I know I like know stories of the lore, but I was not a part of those online spaces very much. Because, again, I just was, like, afraid of doing... Like, I didn't watch Drag Race till season 10. Because I just was, like, afraid of really anything kind of gay. But I was, like, oh, my God, middle school when Gaga was, like, at her peak. And, like, all of my friends were into Gaga before they decided it was, like, a thing only gay people are into. Like, oh, my God. Like, that's why I have so much fondness for the Fame era. Because it was, like... It was released at a time where, like, I was a kid and I was still allowed to be a kid. So, like, I wasn't called gay for singing Love Game in the car with my friends because they were also singing it. Which is kind of crazy that my 6th/7th grade self was saying, I want to take a ride on your disco stick, but who cares? But anyway, so here is her playing Summer Boy. Also, I could see her. I could see her, but for some reason I can't fucking film her in the camera. The camera is focused on like 2 other people. I don't know what is going on here. Oh, there she is. There she is. They're all just fucking fast. That's me. I screamed more at Summer Boy than when I find a shiny Pokemon veg. This is a Dallas clip again. Yeah. I do look like that ACNH emote. I do. This is me behavior. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the globe. I'm using tilt controls. She dedicated the show to the queer community and did Shallow. She wants to be Trish so fucking bad. She wants to be Trish so fucking bad. Like, it's so obvious. And this is my last clip. I've tried to film in widescreen. I guess I didn't. And that's that. That's that. I'll have more photos to share when I get my film camera developed. But yeah, here's what the design on the bandana looks like. It is crumpled. I'm gonna wash it tonight, but I'm wearing it today. But yeah, I sweat so fucking much. Like, this is from drying this way. It's really actually fucking crazy. Dallas kept touching me and he would just deal with it, but he was like, "You're wet." I know, okay? I know. You look cute with a bandana. All right. Well, thank you. Text me later. Anyway, that's it. That's really it. I don't really have much else to talk about, but that was the show. I had such a good time. It was really such an amazing experience. I really loved it. Thank you again to Trish for getting me the tickets. It was the greatest night of my life. And yeah, I don't really have anything else to really talk about. I wasn't sure if I was gonna stream for sure today, honestly, because I was feeling pretty tired, but I haven't streamed since Tuesday, so I wanted to at least come on and say hello. Yeah, that's really it. Yeah. OMG, you saw Venus? Yes! I was so happy. Not to be rude, but I was really nervous I was gonna get Jules and Drugs. Which is like the only Gaga song I will ever skip. Truly. I'm a fake bitch for that, but I was so nervous. I would have still fucking put my paws up for sure, but I was there night one and I was nervous we got Swine. God. Art Pop is just so good, bitch. It's so fucking good. It's so good. I love Swine too. But yeah, I saw a lot of people on Twitter very jealous that we got Venus last night. I wonder which one she's going to do tonight. I'm very curious. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. Should I play a game? Should I play Animal Crossing or something? I thought about playing Fortnite because they added a new Blitz Royale mode, but I don't know if I'm mentally in the place to play Fortnite tonight. I don't really want to play Donkey Kong. I'm only going to stream for probably another like hour at the most. Incredibles at 8. Yeah, I was fine with that. That was kind of also my plan. Is I'm watching a movie tonight with some friends. I might even be going to the movies tonight afterwards. I think we were originally going to go see Fantastic Four with a friend tonight, and then they can't go, and they want to go tomorrow, but I can't. I work tomorrow, and I do want to see the movie, so we might just go me and Dallas tonight, late. We'll see. We're kind of tired, but, yeah, I'm turning my Switch on. We could do a little Animal Crossing. I'll just run around my island. What the fuck? Is my HDMI not plugged in? Oh no, my dock is not plugged in. That's what it is. I'm like, why isn't it working? Yeah, we're going nowhere fast. I caved, and I bought the Mickey family, Donald and Daisy on eBay. And they were actually cheap. Both of them were under $20 because they were just from a reseller in China, and they had 100% satisfaction on eBay. So I do not think they'll be fakes. So I was like, I'm not buying any more and maybe getting Mickey or Goofy or Minnie again. I'm like, I'm just gonna buy the ones I want. It takes a lot for me to want to see any superhero movie at this point. I just feel like I've seen all of them. I think that's fair, and I was feeling that way myself. I did want to see Thunderbolts, but it just didn't end up happening scheduling-wise. I do still want to watch it, maybe on like streaming or something. Superman was very worth it, and I heard Fantastic Four is also great. How did Ruby and Soda react when y'all got home? They were so excited to see us. I finally managed to get this Switch to be my primary Switch. So I no longer have to do that fucking game share shit every time I want to play something new. Thank God hero movies are good again because I was over them for years. Me too. I was so fucking Marvel pilled, dude. I really was. And then like they all just kind of fell apart after Endgame. What is my Switch date set to? I might as well just set it to current day. I do feel like the next Avengers movie will be a mess, though. Me too. Because it has like 30 people, and they're like, that's not even half the cast. And it's like, why? Why, though? Susan alone is worth seeing Fantastic Four. I mostly want to see it. Excuse me. Sorry. I mostly want to see Fantastic Four in theaters just because I know Oscar from the podcast has already seen it, and he probably will be talking about it on Monday, and I don't feel like getting it spoiled. I've had so many fucking movies spoiled because Trish doesn't care about spoilers. So she's like, tell me. And then he tells her, and I put a spoiler warning for the audience, but I still have to hear everything. So I have a lot of movies spoiled for me, and you know, it is what it is. But if I can try to get to see the movie before he spoils it, I will. He spoiled the... I hadn't read the new Hunger Games book, which, like, at this point, it's a little bit my fault because it had already been out for, like, a few months at this point, like 2 or 3 months. But I was kind of waiting until the movie because I was just like, they're making it into a movie. I'd rather just not have the ending spoiled for me. And he spoiled the ending. I did put a huge spoiler warning and a timestamp for everybody watching to skip to. But, again, I unfortunately had to hear that spoiler. At least Trish isn't going to talk about Deltarune. That's true. That's so true. Okay, let's go around, I guess, look for my fossils and stuff. I flattened my island almost completely. I've been doing that while I watch TV at night. Also, I have Kiki now. To be fair, we knew the ending of that book since Catching Fire. Book, not movie, but whatever. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if you... No. It wasn't... No. That's not what I'm talking about. I know what you're talking about. I'm talking about something else. Which I can text you both individually later, since I know you both read the book. But I'm trying to be vague so I don't spoil anybody else. And maybe, again, maybe you do know what I'm talking about, and I just am not as... Because I haven't read any of the books. But I did not know the thing that he said, and I was just like, oh. No, just spoil everyone else. I want to know now! It wasn't that big of a deal. But I was like, damn, I wish I didn't know that. Damn, I have a lot of fossils in here. I always just forget spoilers. It's unfortunately very tough for me because I will constantly try to forget the spoiler as though it's like an OCD intrusive thought, which just enforces the spoiler even more. Which is really frustrating for me. Hi, Bill. He looks so cute. Oh, we're matching. Okay. We can decorate a villager yard today, maybe. Saw a video on Twitter today showing the back of the maple trees. They aren't modeled. Yeah. Every building in Animal Crossing... Maybe not every building, but a lot of the assets in Animal Crossing are also, I believe, made at a slight tilted angle, perspective-wise. Or at least they used to be in, like, New Leaf and prior. New Horizons might be a little different. But there's some, I think Link Between Worlds on the 3DS is the same way. If you were to actually, like, look at the models in the code, the entire game... Link, instead of standing like this, is standing like this on the ground for the perspective of the camera. Isn't that interesting? Would you live for a 360 Animal Crossing? I actually think I would. I actually do think that I would live for a Animal Crossing that is not fixed perspective. But I don't think it'll ever happen because that's part of this game's charm. But I wouldn't be opposed to it. Especially, if considering, like, it depends on what they do for the next game, I guess. If it's, like, if we're, like, really, like, building something more like a city, I would like, different camera angles. But this is just so iconic and classic to me. I can't really imagine it any other way. 360 no scope, exactly. Mel, Hannah, whoever's going to be watching Incredibles, can you guys, like, give me a reminder in chat 10 minutes before? just so I can go pee and get a snack from the machine and end my stream not abruptly. Thank you very much, because I will forget. I will just, like, not pay attention to the time. I could also just set an alarm for myself. I've been just trying to do, like, I haven't really been trying to decorate my island off stream because I want to save that for, like, on stream stuff. But I've been trying to do, like, mindless, like, grindy stuff. I spent, like, 3 consecutive nights grinding for beetles on a Nook Mile island that I, like, deforested and then planted a bunch of coconut trees from my own island on it. And I ended up getting, like, 220,000 bells from it, because I had Flick, too. So, and if you, like, go to an island and a day passes, it doesn't, like, actually progress the time, so you just stay on that island. And the time freezes to whenever you get to the island. So if you get to the island at, like, 11 p.m., all the critters that spawn, even if the sun is out, are still 11 p.m. critters. So I was catching nighttime beetles during the daytime. And I did that for like 4 straight days, and then time traveled back to the day I had Flick and sold them. So I did that for a few days. So I've just been trying to do like stuff that's not interesting to watch on stream. I hadn't beetle hunted since New Leaf. I had never done it in New Horizons. I always just fish instead for sharks. But it was kind of fun. It was nice because I could play it on mute while I watched TV. That was nice. I actually also haven't been to a Cap'n Island yet on this save, so maybe I'll do that today. There's some there's some dream addresses that I want to go to as well. I don't know about today, but next time I play Animal Crossing, if I don't immediately do it, someone remind me. Say, what are those dream addresses that you wanted to see? Because I have them bookmarked on YouTube. They're really cool videos that I wanted to go to their islands. Hi, just tuned in. Recap on Gaga. I just spent the last hour and a half doing that. And the VOD will be public once I end the stream. So if you want to go back and watch that. But to keep it brief, I had the greatest time of my life. Yeah, she told me, just like my dreams, she said, Jimmy Wetzel, you need to pick up an instrument. Exactly. But yeah, hello, Pico Nico. I had a really good time. And yeah, if you want to see like all my clips that I took and everything and all my pictures, the VOD will be available in like another 40 minutes when I end my stream. And you can skim through. Did not need to be annoying. Oh, you're not annoying at all. Don't worry about it at all. I hope you have an amazing time. You fully deserve that concert. I'm so happy it was a great experience. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. That's very sweet. It was really so special. Jimmy invites annoying, actually. I kind of do. You can get away with a lot if you at the very least have a sub badge in this chat. It takes a lot for me to really ban somebody. You gotta be like racist against something I'm not, which is really anything but white people. I will ban. You can even be homophobic, but if you're like transphobic, lesbian phobic, you know, anything, if you are offending an identity that does not apply to me, I don't let that shit fly. But like if you're gonna come for cis white gays, Diva, go off. Because I can giggle at that. Also, I also am like, you can read me all you want, but like don't make fun of my appearance. And don't come for my like my career. That's really it. And even then, the career one I do let a little shade go through if it's not done with genuine malice. But yeah, shots at my appearance are really the only thing that I don't fuck with, because I'm like, that's just not nice. Oh, if you're art pop phobic, you're gone. Deleted. Banned on site. Your art pop means nothing if you dislike art pop. Alright, let's sell all of these fucking fossils, and then I'll deposit my money. Boom. Thanks, Microsoft virus support, for not finding anything. Even the Yokai Watch fans are welcome. Literally, it's so stupid and like almost cringe and embarrassing for me to feel this way, but I feel so seen by Perfect Celebrity. You love to hate me. Like, I feel that way. With the Yokai Watch. The Yokai Watch fans, you love to hate me. I'm the perfect celebrity. I really am. The way I talk about the Yokai Watch fans makes it really seem like the majority of people on the internet dislike me. I truly think that like 99% of the people on the internet that ever interact with me do enjoy me. I really do. Like, not to brag, but like, people connect with me. Like, I always am surprised for some reason whenever I'm, like, a special guest on something, like Game Grumps back in the day, or, like, when I did Just Trish, that, like, people receive me overwhelmingly positively. I always just assume people are going to find me insufferably annoying, but it never happens. But my brain continues to make me think it's going to happen. Constantly. And it never does. And I'm very fortunate for that. Also, I hope this person is not watching because I am not mad at you. I got a message which I know was meant so kindly. And it kind of has become the new, for me, I'll just wait. So, the other day I streamed, right? I streamed with Oscar and Callie, and somebody messaged me, no! Why did you have to stream at the same time as Vanilla Mace? And I kind of was like, please don't say that to me. And I wasn't even offended. Because, like, first of all, I love Vanilla Mace. That bitch is so fucking funny. Like, literally, I have not connected this much with, like, an internet personality that is not Trish in such a long time. Like, I'm such a fan. But it was just like, I don't have to run my schedule around another streamer. I've been streaming, I think, longer than she has at the I always stream at the same time slot for years now. And it was also kind of like, thank you for letting me know that you chose to watch her over me. Like, you're allowed. It doesn't offend me, but I don't need to know that. And it was very much the new version of years ago when I went live and someone said, just so you know, a lot of people are probably not going to show up to stream today because the Game Grumps are doing a live stream. And then I had the same amount of people as I normally have. And I was just like, what the fuck? AOC's is streaming Among Us right now. Like, I don't know if people are gonna watch. It was just such a strange message, and it did not offend me. It truly did not offend me. If you are the person that said this and you're embarrassed, like, I'm mostly sharing it as like, hey, don't say this to me or any other streamer. And really, I think unless you stream yourself, you may not understand that that's like a little rude. Well, Vanilla is live, so you're good. That's true. They're not here right now. But yeah, just don't do that. It's kind of like I always kind of when people, and again, I haven't had to deal with this for a long time because at this point the people that watch me really fuck with me to a degree I don't really understand. Like, damn, you're still here? Thank you. But also, that's crazy that you've endured my antics for this long. But also, the people who watch me, I feel like watch a lot of streams and understand like Twitch etiquette. But when I first started streaming, and it was a lot of people like, I was like a lot of people's first stream they were ever watching, or they just like, live streaming was still like pretty new as like a medium for people. So like, if I had a friend of mine who I shared an audience with, like Ross or fucking Brutal Moose or something, like another like hidden block person, like another streaming gaming creator that I shared an audience with, people would say like, oh shit, Ross is live, I gotta go. Don't tell me that. Don't you can just say bye or nothing at all and close the tab. Like, I don't need to know that you would rather watch somebody else right now. Like, and I try to frame it as like, you wouldn't go to a concert and halfway through hold up a big ass sign that says, all right, Beyonce's starting, I'm leaving, I gotta head out because another show that I want to watch has also started. Like, I don't need to know. I don't need to know. And I don't blame people. I stream hop all the time. Like, I don't take offense to it because I do it. But you don't need to tell the person. Because, like, what do you want them to say? Okay, have fun. Have fun watching someone else that's not me. Because, like, that's just awkward for everybody. You know? So, I don't take offense to it. But some people might get really upset by it and maybe even ban you for saying that. So I would rather share this information from someone who doesn't really get bothered by it. I don't know. I wouldn't say I don't get bothered by it. I think it maybe bothers me for like a millisecond before I am able to look past and be like, it's not really that serious. I just think it's a little bit like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know. Like, it really doesn't hurt my feelings. It really doesn't. Like, it is like, I don't need to hear that. I think that's really what it is. Like, I just don't need to know that. And I'm not oblivious to the fact that it probably happens. Because again, I'll be watching somebody and somebody else will go live and I'll go hang out over there and then I'll probably come back to the first person. Like, I stream hop all the time. But I don't need to know. It's like a little accidentally tacky. Is really, I could see how they meant it in a way like, OMG, I wanted to watch you. Exactly. That's why I don't get offended. It's like, like, shit, why did it have to be on this day? Like, I wanted to watch you too, but I was already watching this person. And like, I get it. But it also kind of can come across in a way, especially because it is through text. It's like, like I would have watched you, but this person's more important, so I'm gonna watch. Like, you know, it just doesn't. There's so many ways it can be taken that it's just not worth saying at all. You know, that's just kind of my advice. And I would rather be the one to say it as someone who doesn't really get like. Actually, like, it doesn't hurt my self-esteem. It does not hurt my self-esteem. Especially because I've been streaming so long that, like, I watch a lot of streams myself that, like, bitch, who am I to complain? I do the same thing. But it's definitely just not, I feel like there are other streamers that would definitely not love that. And I would hate for them to screenshot your message and put you on blast and not censor your name. Or ban you in chat and now you will never watch their streams. Ever. Because you're banned. So I would, I'd rather be the one to let you know gently if you are the type of person that does this. Have you heard the new voice for Wave? Oh no, I haven't. I will refrain from giving my voice actor opinions on stream because if I don't like it, I feel like it would be very tacky for me as someone who wants to be a voice actor to make fun of or slander a voice performance. So even if I don't like something, it's really not my place to say, because I would personally hate if my eventual voice acting roles are seen as a fumble. So I will probably not react and give my opinions on the voice if I don't like it, because that just feels rude. But yeah, I haven't heard it yet. Not saying the acting is bad, it just doesn't fit the character. I think that that's fair to say then. But yeah, I mean, I'd like to hear it myself first. But yeah, I'm not going to react to it on stream right now. I'll pull it up later. You know what I was thinking last night? I really think that if they're going to cast a Rouge for the live action something Sonic movie, probably I think it's going to be there. I think they're planning a Shadow, either like Shadow miniseries or a movie. Like I know there is a Shadow spinoff in the works. And that'll probably be where they introduce Rouge, because I just feel like the next movie is going to be about Amy and Metal Sonic. If they couldn't introduce Rouge in the Sonic Adventure 2 storyline movie, I highly doubt they're going to try to introduce a third character in the next Sonic movie. Each Sonic movie tends to be like there's one new furry per movie. Pretty much. Except for Sonic 2. That was like kind of... Tails was the end credits, so like I kind of consider Tails being announced in the first movie, but whatever. But yeah, I feel like Rouge will be in the movies, because of course she will. But I have a feeling it'll probably be in the Shadow spinoff, because Shadow needs like someone to interact with, you know, and I doubt it'll be Robotnik, and I doubt he'll be alone the whole time. Chances are it's probably going to be some fucking human, annoying person, like that fucking cop from the Knuckles show that made me not watch the entire thing. Because I can't stand that actor so much. I can't. I really can't. And I feel bad about it because he seems like a really nice guy. I actually did like the clips of him I saw on Z-Way. I thought he was very funny on that. But I just cannot stand that character. Wade, I can't. No amount of memes about the flames of disaster is going to ever make me want to sit through that show. But I actually think that Lady Gaga would be an amazing voice for Rouge. I really do. And she's like, that's a celebrity cast. Like, that's like a stunt casting, but she'd be perfect for it. She'd be fucking perfect. Right? Like, I've kind of given up on them casting Liz Gillies. I think I honestly could see Lady Gaga being incredible. I honestly don't think they're gonna do it. They're probably gonna cast like some like actual like comedian actor that like... Gaga's an actress, don't get me wrong, but like the type of people they've cast in those Sonic movies are like they are in a lot of other comedy things typically, or they do a lot of television work. It's like a different category of actor that they cast. Although Idris Elba is like a movie star, so I guess that's different. And Jim Carrey. But I'm thinking of like Ben Schwartz. Like, he's mostly known for TV. Great actor. I really like his Sonic performance. I think some of the writing, they kind of write him a little too much like a child in the movies, but I do think that he's a great voice for Sonic. I'm just so glad that Tails' voice actress is his voice actress in the games. Like, that to me is so special that they actually gave like a career voice actor a chance to be in these movies. Like, that is so cool to me, because that never fucking happens. It literally never fucking happens. They're not even doing it in the fucking Avatar movie. Dante Bosco's not even gonna be Zuko. Annoying. So annoying. And it's like, it doesn't... They're like, Zuko... Dante Bosco's voice sounds too youthful. Bitch, Dante Bosco's played like a 30-year-old in Korra with his Zuko voice. And also, I'm pretty sure the guy that they got, I forget his name. I haven't seen him in anything, but I know his face. I'm pretty sure people were saying that his voice is just as youthful sounding. So it's really strange to me. But yeah, I'm pretty sad. I'm pretty sad it's not going to be Dante Bosco. Oh well. The new Avatar show looks amazing. So even if the Aang movie, the casting is a little of a... I mean, we'll see how everybody sounds. I'm sure they're going to do an amazing job. But I'm just disappointed to see someone who, like... I mean, Dante Bosco literally has an Avatar podcast. Like, has given so much of their, like, career to promoting this franchise. It was a little shocking to me that he's not going to be the voice of Zuko. I like, even old Zuko, I kind of was like, he should just be Dante Bosco. Like, it's just weird to me to have Zuko. His voice is so distinct. Like, old Toph, old Katara, old Aang, I fully believed, like, that was them grown up. But there was something about old Zuko not sounding like Dante Bosco that was just so strange to me. Did you see the Switch price increases? Vaguely, but I kind of just don't care. I'm not buying one. And I imagine most people are just going to buy pre-owned ones anyway. At this point. I mean, it's the tariffs. I'm not surprised. But I also have not read enough about it to know for sure that that's what's happening. I just want Lisa Ortiz as Amy again. I do love Lisa Ortiz as Amy. I think she is my favorite of all the Amys. But I actually have really come around to the current voice of Amy. I think she's really found her groove. I used to think she sounded a little too much like Minnie Mouse. In, like, the delivery. But I always thought that her, like... especially in, like, Sonic Boom, the, like, comedic performance was really, really good. I thought she was very funny as Amy. And since Frontiers, I've really found that, like, she has a great Amy voice. Lisa Ortiz will always just be my favorite because of nostalgia. But the current voice of Amy is very good, too. I think she does a really good job. I honestly think everyone in the cast does a really good job for Sonic at this point. For the most part. There are certain voices I prefer, for sure. But I do think that everyone does a pretty great job. I thought that the Shadow's voice actor really, like, leveled up so much in Shadow Generations. I think because, like, Sega finally was like, here's actual character for Shadow again, and backstory to inform his emotions. Shadow Generations is just, like, literally one of the greatest things Sonic has put out in its entire history as a franchise, in my opinion. It was so good. Sometimes all you need is some good direction, literally. Literally. What is this? Oh, latte. From the tweets I'm seeing, it's just Switch 2 and older Switches. Switch 2 accessories and older Switches. Yeah. Yeah, Switch 2 accessories are still getting a price increase, and then, like, the old Switches. Which is very weird for a 8-year-old system to be getting a price increase. It's unprecedented. But, you know, it's the tariffs. Like, it's hard for me to blame Nintendo, personally. As much as, like, I'm obviously not happy about it. And I don't necessarily think they need to do it, considering how well all their software and other hardware sells. But, like, you know, It is what it is. At the end of the day, blame Trump. Like, they would not do this. They would not do this if not for the tariffs. If anything, I could see Switch 1 even getting another price drop if it hasn't already gotten one. Like, within the last few years. Because I don't actually know if Switch 1 ever got a price drop. I don't think so. I think there's just been cheaper models. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just like, it's just a shitty situation. But Jimmy, when are you going to build a ballroom extension for your mansion? That's a good question. I've not been sure what I want to do with the foyer. If we want to tear down the walls and start anew. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll think about it while I'm on holiday in the islands. Dallas and I often drive around some really rich areas in like the hills and everything. And we just go, I don't like that one. No, ugly. As if like we'll be able to even afford a house in probably the next 20 years. Not gonna happen. Unless the housing market crashes so significantly that I can put a down payment of $3,000 and get a house. But like we get so fucking mean about some of these houses because it's really like you have all this money and you chose to build this fucking asshole looking thing. Like, are you serious? But it's also like us trying to manifest. Alright, I want to decorate some villager yards today. We'll start with one of them. Probably not going to get very far because I do have to end soon. Abracadabra. Did you meow? Meow. There's that one. I really want to rewatch the middle. I have not watched it since high school. But I'm thinking of Brick's friend group with that one kid that just meows. That shit, I live. I love it. That's so fucking funny. Oh, during Zombie Boy. This kitten over here. This kitten over here. I did grab my puss. I did. I did do a little crotch grab, Mom. Alright, we'll do a bus stop. Do I have any of these OK Motors signs? I have some, yeah. Do I have any? I can like craft some workout equipment, I guess, for Bill. Because he's a jock. I also moved Audie to the front of my island by the beach here. I should put a palm tree in her yard. Okay. Okay. I don't love the trees clipping through, but it is open at the top, so it looks okay with this one. I might move it somewhere else though, because it would kind of block her yard. Maybe I'll put it here. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Kind of like it looks like vine. Yeah, honestly, I might put it here in front of my house. And then I can do this. And put this here. Cute. I'll put the item shed here. Okay. I was going to buy a Hobbit game, but it looks so fucking awful on Switch and made my jaw drop. I think I know what game you're talking about, and I've wanted to stream it because it's like notoriously ugly. I think it's just as ugly on Steam. I think it's just as ugly on every other system. Like it's not a Switch thing, which is kind of why I wanted to play it. Let's see. Anything cute for Aldi? I could do one of these. Jimmy, I miss soda. I'll go get him. I'll go get him. He was sleeping on the couch. Dallas was like, where are you taking him? I was like, Mel misses him. And he goes, hi, Ruby. She was so cuddly this morning. She usually is like not super cuddly. She'll come to you and like lay on your legs, but she doesn't like to be like smothered. But she wanted to be smothered this morning. This one, I could hold him upside down for an hour and he would be like, I love you. Hi, buddy. Hi, little guy. Hi. You taking a nap out there? Buddy! His tail goes when I say that. Buddy! Buddy boy! Buddy! My little guy. Alright, see you later, bud. Bye-bye. He's going back. They're watching Goosebumps. He's like, I'm missing the show. I'm missing the show. I've been watching Dog Whisperer. There's so many mean chihuahuas. Soda would never. He really wouldn't. The only time he ever growls is if he's like sleeping and we go to pick him up in bed to like bring him. He's at the foot of the bed and we go to pick him up to bring him closer to us. And he'll go, like, please don't. But then he also gives you a kiss. And he's like, actually, fine. He mostly only does it in Dallas. Which is really funny. But he sometimes does it to me, too. He's like, please. But also, hi, I love you. Oh, do I have an extra surfboard? I have to get... Let me go to Harv's Island right fucking now. And get Reese and Cyrus before I forget. Looks like I sold it. Oh, well. Maybe it's in my house. I want to make her the seashell wreath as well. Maybe I'll just give her mine. But yeah, I want Reese and Cyrus on Harv's Island so I can start customizing the shit I buy. Here you go. A leopard tee, thank you. Cool. Bye-bye. I love her. I think she's gonna be a permanent resident on my island. I really like her. And her house is just so beautiful. I had her on Jelly Cove, but who's to say I can't have her twice? Okay. Let's do utility pole here. Gia's live came up on my FYP and she said there's more than 100 people watching and only a few hearts. Heart me's. Y'all know I'll start blocking. That's crazy. That's crazy. I get her on my For You page all the time, but I don't follow her. Mostly because she's had like, no shade, like not a lot of viewers at one point. And I was asking her questions and she was ignoring me. And I was like, okay. I'm like, I know you read this. I watched you ignore it. I was like, damn. Like, I'm able to keep up with messages when I have a direct. When I'm watching a Nintendo Direct. Like, I don't know. I love her though. I kind of live for the meanness. But also, like, don't be surprised that people don't want to watch if you're being mean to them. Hassan ignoring all of my fucking messages about his glasses, but he read 2 of my messages in the same week. He had 50,000 people at each stream, and he read both of my messages, which were good. I asked him if he had a little boo-boo, and he read that. And then he was reacting to some, I don't know, some fucking racist person, and I made fun of the racist person. And he read my comment and laughed. So I was like, bitch, I know you see my shit. Answer my resub message. Where do you get your glasses? I want to know. He's a gatekeeping diva. I need to get popular enough that they get me, that I get... Honestly, I need to keep going. I need to keep saying yes to parties. Because eventually I'll run into him. Because I do know people that hang out with him. And I'm going to say, hey, by the way, I've resubbed to you 15 times. And you still won't tell me where you get your glasses. And then he'll be like, bye. And ignore me. And I'll never talk to him again. I need to get locked in the stream room, yeah. I've only found out about so many of these streamer guys because of Luscious. And I need them to know that. It's not that they're not entertaining too. Thank you, Kebra. But like, I do need them to know that Luscious is the reason why most of us are tuning in. I did watch an episode of Fear and for the first time. Luscious's episode. I'll probably watch more, though. I thought they were entertaining. And they seem like nice guys. Dawson, thank you for the 51 months. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a great day. I finally got the hedge recipe as well, which is amazing. Okay, I want some of my shrubs. I have a whole army of shrubs over here. You know how I feel about hedges. What the fuck? Alright, let me place these and then I'm gonna end my stream for today. I'll try to be live tomorrow. I do have to work tomorrow. Not Loveline is coming back, I believe. So I will have to edit tomorrow. But if I wake up early enough, I might be able to still stream. Put the rest of the fencing down when I have more items. Honestly, that looks really cute. Maybe I'll put something different there, like a flag or something. Yeah. Honestly, that might be where I put the surfboard. Does that look cutesy? Did anyone here in New York City feel the earthquake? What? Excuse me? There was a small earthquake in New Jersey. Wow. Westchester's trending. Westchester felt it. It was in Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey. So closer to like Westchester, Yonkers than like New York City. It was a 3.0. I remember there was an earthquake when I was in high school or maybe middle school, and there were so many memes. They were like, oh my god, that earthquake was crazy. And it was like a lawn chair just tipped over. And it was not even that strong. Really crazy stuff. Alright, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. I will try to be live early tomorrow so I can do like a morning stream or something. Yeah, take care of yourselves, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for letting me chat with you about my Gaga experience. I had a really amazing time. I'm gonna raid Anne. She's playing Paper Mario. I want to play Deltarune soon. Maybe sometime this week. Latter half of this coming week. Because this weekend was just, I was too busy to do any of it. But I want to try again with the Knight. Now that it's been nerfed slightly. Recalibrated. Not really a nerf. I'm emotionally prepared to lose for 4 straight hours, which I have not been for a while. Okay, take care of yourselves, guys. Thanks for watching. Love you all. See you maybe tomorrow.